Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. Oh, we've made it through another week, guys. We got this life. So I figured I'd pop on for an early-ish morning stream. The wife is out till at least around 11 o'clock, so I have some time to talk, not worry about like disturbing her and stuff like that. I do have a DoorDash on the way for my breakfast and some food for my son, which should hopefully be here in about 10 minutes. If my face cam goes black, it's because I'm checking on the DoorDash status. So Friday, I have nothing planned today, which is wonderful. I asked my son if he's doing some track practice today. He said no. I'm like, thank goodness. It is too hot out anyway today. I think it's going to be 88, and it's stupid humid. So I'm glad he's staying home. I'm just kind of buckling down too. And I am starting to feel better. I think the vitamin D and the iron is starting to be used by my system because I'm much more alert today. I'm less like dragging in my thoughts. So I figured I'd come on, chat, do some crochet, talk about Game of Thrones, talk about work stuff. It's all good. So if you're new to me or new to this project, I am crocheting the dragon Dreamfyre from George Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire universe. So that's Game of Thrones, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the House of the Dragon that's on now. There's a play, obviously the books, all that kind of stuff. And Dreamfyre is one of the dragons that's in House of the Dragon. And I liked her color scheme, and I like her current rider. So she's the dragon I'm going with. So this is Bernat Blanket Yard in blue. I do have Bernat Blanket in gray to kind of go with the color scheme of the dragon. And I've got a 6mm crochet hook, the kind with the little silicone ends, because that's what works best for me. I've got a bunch of clips to mark my stitches. I've got scissors, and I've got my tracking method. So what works for me is that when I am working on a pattern, especially one that has a lot of changes, a lot of increases, and I need to realize what round I'm on, what I will do is I'll write down a whole bunch of numbers in sequential order, usually up till a change in the pattern or something like that. This section of the body that I'm working in now has 101 rounds. So I didn't want to write out 101 numbers all at once. So what I've done is I've just kind of chunked them as I go. I added another 20 before I came on to stream. So my hope is that we get to 75 today. Maybe not. I have no idea what the pattern is going to entail, but it's worth giving it a shot. Okay. So we are, I probably should bring up my pattern. That might be a good idea, Sarah. Downloads. Where did I put this pattern? Is it on my desktop? It is on my desktop. All right, I'm just opening the PDF. So this pattern is Winnie the Dragon pattern by Red Mills Crochet. I will link the pattern and I'll pin it in the chat. Let's see, purchases. Okay. Oh. All right, let's get this pattern up. Okay. And let me get to the section of the pattern I'm at. Here we go. Okay. So I am on round 56, which is 13 stitches around. Just kind of position her so I'm in a better spot. It's getting kind of lanky. The tail is quite long at this point. It's kind of hard to see on my current cam setup, but I'll do it this way. So this is my hand. I'm 5'2", so there you go. Do. Okay, you get an idea. And let's do some stitches around. Take off my stitch marker that kept everything in place. All right, so I'm going 13 around. Actually, let's do it this way. Just trying to get into a comfortable position with this thing. Okay. And making sure I'm in the shot. If I come out of shot, please poke me. It's a habit I'm trying to break. Okay, so was that the right place? Because that feels weird. It was. Okay. 1. And I always mark my first one. There we go. Two. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Once I find a good position, it won't be as bad. But right now, it's just like, how does this want to lay? How does this want to move? 3. 4. This way a bit. 5. 6. 7. 8. It's just not like it's going to go to 13, right? It's supposed to be 13. 9. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be 13. Let's go back because I goofed up somewhere. All right, there's my first stitch. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, gosh, 11. I'm too short. Wow. All right, let's do an increase. And 13. Okay. Don't know what happened there, but I lost some stitches along the way. All right. Okay, is my DoorDash here yet? Almost. Be here in like a minute. And I definitely will be here in like a minute. So I'll definitely be eating on stream. Just kind of snacks though. It's not like a big meal or anything. I'll show you what I got. Okay. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12, and here's our 13. All right. Well, that one increase helped. All right, DoorDash, are you here yet? Oh. She's here. I'm just waiting for them to put the food down. I do like leave it at my door delivery because I don't like to people sometimes. All right, I'm gonna go grab it. I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay. So I ordered from a Brazilian bakery in town. I got some cheese breads, which are still warm, and a coffee. So, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Go away. This isn't for you. Dog's being mooch. That's good. I got regular bread and cheese bread. That's good. Hey, round 58. One. Two. Oh, that's hard. That one. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Definitely doubled up on some of them. Let's go back. That's 2. I'm good. Good morning, Harry. Just having some breakfast and crocheting. How's it going with you? My first day back is September 1st, which is actually usually pretty late for me. And the kids are back on September 4th. Usually I start before the holiday, but not this year. So I've still got about 3-ish weeks. The sped director did ask me to come in and meet with her just because I'm moving to a different program and she wants us to kind of get on the same page with stuff. But other than that, it's not too bad. I know some districts are already back. But no, I have a really late start this year, which is weird. I mean, it works out well because I had a late ending because of the blizzard we had earlier this year. Yeah. Now, do you live in the South? Because I know schools in the South start a lot earlier than us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. 12. You do, yeah. I think I don't know. Southern schools, I think, start sooner. My son, we live in Rhode Island. My son starts school on the 26th, I think. I think that's when Rhode Island is starting. I teach in Massachusetts, though. Okay. Alabama, yeah. Now, do you guys get out earlier? Like, I'm usually not out till mid-June, towards the end of June. I don't know. I think everyone needs to do 180 days. I think no matter where they are in the country, unless they're a private school. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. This year's was like unlike anything since I've been alive. I know that there was a huge blizzard back um, in 1978. There was like, that's the kind of the one that everybody compared it to. But we were out of school for 10 days, this blizzard. Rhode Island was also out for 10 days, but what that state did, what Rhode Island did, is any days that were declared states of emergency, they allowed the school district to waiver, so they didn't have to make up those days. Massachusetts didn't. So I was in school about 2 weeks longer than my son was. Yeah, I've never, the longest, I think the most I've ever had in a school, just like teaching and being in school, was like 5 days. It was something. I have pictures of me in my backyard with the snow like up to here, like standing right there, and the snow's up to here. It was unreal. Once in a lifetime, hopefully. God, I don't want to go through that again. Okay, 59. All right, we're still doing 13 around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, we ended on the right one this time. Woohoo. Okay. And is this the increase row? No. 60 is the last round. And it's funny because my pattern, so it gives the first, at the top of the pattern, it says, P.S. This is a marathon. I hope you're ready. That's at the start. So then you do 60 rounds, and then it says, you're doing so great. 60 rounds in, and we haven't started the actual body yet. And it's got a picture of the dragon. It's like, you are here. I love this pattern. Like, I think if this seller had more patterns of things that I would like, I definitely would get it from them. They're so creative and so funny. They do have other dragon patterns. They're more like the sitting up kind of dragon. They've got a couple of mushroom friends. But yeah, crochet patterns. Oh, she does have a koi fish that's kind of cute looking. And it's she. I don't even know if it's a she. It might be a guy designing all these. And a party capybara. I'm yelling that. That's kind of cute. Yeah, but Winnie is her. This is definitely her most sold pattern. Anyway, back to this. All right, another 13. Let's go. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the whole. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I lost the one along the way. 13. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. All right. Row 60 is done. Okay. Row 61. Okay, so we're still doing increase and then single crochet around. So an increased row and then 5 rows of the new amount around. And we're doing that 2 more times. That's it. 2 more times. And then we're actually, it looks like we're going to the body. But I'm going to have a bite of my Brazilian cheese bread. So the part of the country I live in has a lot of Portuguese immigrants. My dad's Portuguese. So basically my dad's grandmother was the one that came over from Portugal, specifically the Azores. And the part of the state that I live in has a really large Portuguese descendant population. And because Portuguese is spoken about as much as English here, we've recently had a larger immigration of folks from Brazil who speak Brazilian Portuguese, which is, from what I understand, you can kind of understand it. It's not like British and American English. It's more like Catalan and Spanish, how it's like very different, but almost similar in some ways. The benefit of that is that there's been a whole bunch of Brazilian restaurants and bakeries crop up in this city, and this Brazilian cheese bread. Yes, please. Oh, what are you gonna do? Anything good? Oh, it's you got all the right to be childish about your birthday. It's the day you can concentrate on yourself. Brazilian food, a lot of meat, a lot of steak and beef and those kind of like barbecue-ish type things. Not as in like barbecue sauce. Oh, that's cool. Brother's over to play some board games. Nice. That's not too bad. Definitely a cool way to just chill out. Yeah, so Brazilian food. What else is there? There's a lot of good coffees, like different ways of making coffee. It's probably like if you've, it's similar to Mexican food, but not as reliant on the heavy spicing. So yeah, it's nice. All right, so I've done my increase, and now I'm doing 12 around. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I've got an extra for some reason. We'll fix that extra. Okay. So what kind of games? Is it like Risk and like Settlers of Catan? That type of thing? Or is it more like a D&D type thing? Alright, 61 is done. Alright, so how many is this in this round? 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I didn't add one. Must have just miscounted. 13. Oh, I probably should do some stuffing. Let's lock that up. Yeah, I should do some stuffing. Not D&D. First game is called Zombicide, a cooperative zombie survival game. Don't have plans from there yet. Depends on how many people are able to come. That's cool. I hung out with a bunch of guys when I was in high school that were big Settlers of Catan crew. That was like close to 30 years ago now. Oh yeah, back in high school, we used to do the D&D thing. I did. We used to mostly do Vampire the Masquerade and Call of Cthulhu, that kind of stuff. That was many, many eons ago. Okay. Try to make sure I don't overstuff this because I definitely want it. Ooh, it's just a tail. Girlfriend, you need to calm down. Oh my gosh. It scared her. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of stuffing is done. I liked Call of Cthulhu's system back in when I was playing it. I don't know if they have like new versions out now, but I like their system. Okay, so this is, I keep forgetting how many we've got in this one. 14 around. Okay. That's my next stitch. There's it. One. I haven't played in, like I said, probably close to 25 years. Why does this music sound weird? Did it change tracks? No, it's still. Let's go back to the start. I ended up changing, so I was listening to lo-fi, I was listening to Game of Thrones background music, which flagged my videos as copyright struck. They didn't strike it, but because if I ever were to become monetized, I won't be able to get monetized for that, so fair enough. So I've changed over to this apparently like able to use version of an interpretation of Game of Thrones music. So I'm hoping I won't get copyright flagged on it. Where'd my pattern go? There we go. All right, let's do another 14. 1. 2. 3. Yeah, like I am not 47 in my head. I'm not 25, but I'm absolutely not 47 in my head. And when I think about, like, I graduated high school in 1997, which is close to 30 years ago. But in my head, it's not that long ago. I don't know what it is. But I think a lot of people in our age range have that feeling because I feel like our parents were so much older when they were our age, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like, I remember my parents at 45, close to 50 years old, and they seemed a lot older than I feel like I am, if that makes sense. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 10. I often wonder about music. You see plenty of people just playing whatever. I've heard you can route the music so it doesn't get recorded. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I can play the music on Twitch and probably not get flagged. But what I try to do, if I remember, is send the video recording of the stream to my YouTube channel, just to try to like get growth. And that's where it gets flagged. But I'm not gonna get monetized on YouTube. That's not gonna happen. All right, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Okay, that works. One more week of 47. Yeah. Just breaking up my bread. Oh, that coffee is nice. Ooh. It's kind of caramelly without being caramel coffee. I don't know. It's nice. All right, round 64. Still doing 14. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13 and 14. Ooh, good job. I'm hoping this is going to make it through. I don't think it is. I might need to order another skein. I won't do it yet. I'll wait till I'm closer to the end. Yarn chicken. Okay, so that's 1. Is this the last one before an increase? No, I got a couple more left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that one felt weird. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, excuse me, 12, 13, and 14. Makes me happy how I'm ending on the right number for the most part. Why is my cam light is flickering? Why are you misbehaving? It's just a cheaper one. Okay. How you doing down there, puppy? You good girl? Got Cadbury under my desk as usual. Yes, you good girl. Yeah. Okay. One more round of 14. And then another increase. God, look at this thing. Look how big. The bird does not like the tail. So here's Here's the tail so far. Here's my head. This thing is huge. It's like a sash. It's on my shoulder and on my hip. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be giant. All right, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, I did lose one. 13 and 14. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is. All right, 66 is done. All right, this is our last single increase. I need to stuff it again. I think we're good for right now. This is so big. I think it's going to be cool, though, for the classroom, because the kids are going to be able to, like, almost wear it. You know, you did, like, one of these things. They might like it. We'll see. The kids I have, they might not even like my stuff. But for the most part, because the after school crochet club I do is it always fills up. So I did see on TikTok where a lady crocheted an appa. I have seen that from the last end, the size of a love seat. Yeah. There's this crocheter that I've seen. It might be on TikTok, and I don't know if it's even the same one, but she literally needs to make like 2x4 frames that go inside her crochet stuff. And then I saw this other one that used those big giant beach ball type things that you go inside and roll around in. She used that as the inside of a whaler, the Pokemon. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I am a special ed teacher. Yeah. So last I'm working at the same school I did last year. Last year I did 3rd and 4th grade inclusion. This year I've moved out of inclusion and I'm going to have my own resource room. So kids with more significant disabilities than the ones I worked last year. So that's what I'm doing this year. It's a new set of kids, new set of TAs, things like that. I have most of my teaching experience has been in this resource type setting. So I feel like I'm kind of like going back to my roots, but yeah. So it'll be 1 through 4. And I believe I have 8 students. I want to say 8 or 9. So it's not going to be a ton. Only one of them has behavioral needs, which is going to be easier because I've worked classrooms where they all have behavioral needs. That's always a bit trickier to handle. Okay. Why did I pin this? Important job. Yeah. Yeah. It does. I've been a teacher for about 5 years. I've been working in SPED since I was 21. Ended up going back to college when I was 43 and just been like, I'm just going to get the degree. Just go do it. Finish up and start having my own classroom. So yeah. All right, 47 is an increase, and then 13. Here we go. Increase, and then 13. I am looking forward to getting back soon. I only found out in the middle of this. I only found out like 6 weeks ago that I was moving to Resource. So basically everything, all of my school stuff is still in my old classroom that I shared with 2 other inclusion teachers. Because most of the time we were in the general ed classroom working with the kids in there. And now I'm moving to like literally my own room. I'm gonna be hiding in the corner of the school. Which, is not necessarily a bad thing. Right, what am I at? 13 stitches around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that's cool. I got very lucky. So I got out of high school, went to college for 4 years, didn't finish, didn't get my degree. Said I'm done with college. I'll just deal with what I got to deal with. Worked in schools for 20 odd years, and then the union I belonged to had a program where if you started your teaching degree and you needed to finish your teaching degree, they would pay for it. So that's what I did. So it took me another 2 years, plus student teaching, so 2.5 years. And then I got it. I was good. I've got my SPED degree. I'm certified to teach in Rhode Island, Massachusetts. We're good for that. And then I was like, I'm done. I'm not going back anymore. I was lucky that the program I picked was online and asynchronous, because if I had to go to a class every 3 days or something, I would have been like, F this. So I was able to like do my own pace. Basically what they did was like, here's what you need to hand in by the end of the semester. Good luck. And I just did it all. So it was like so much better than having to go to classes. So I finished that. And then the spring semester came by and I was like, yep, glad I'm not in school, la, la, la. And then I was like, maybe I should go to grad school. So I did, again, online and asynchronous. And I just finished that this past May. So I just basically finished my bachelor's, took off a semester, then I did my master's for 2 years, and maybe I'm done. Normalized working a couple years before college. Yeah, that gap year, I don't know what I needed at that point. I have since had mental health diagnoses that if I had known at that point in my life, probably would have helped. And if I could have gotten accommodations and stuff. But since I know myself a lot better now than I did when I was 19, obviously. Yeah. But I've been toying with the idea of going back again. And it's because your retirement in Massachusetts, the amount you get is a percentage of your last 5 years of teaching. And it's also a part of how long you've been teaching. And because I started so late in life, like most teachers that I work with now started teaching when they were 23. Yeah. Yes. So I need to maximize my income fast. And the way our contract is, it has like certain lanes that if you got a bachelor's, you get paid this much. If you got a bachelor's plus 15 credits, And so I'm in the lane that's the master's degree. And the next one up is a master's plus 45 extra credits. And I can get certified as a special education director with 32 credits. So it's in my head. It's something I'm toying with the idea. I think I need to start looking at more credits, maybe not necessarily another degree, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, undiagnosed depression, ADHD, and autism. It was hard, dude. Yeah, I don't have ADHD. I was diagnosed with depression in my early 20s after I got out of college, and I only got an ads. All right, where am I? 67. Hi, honey. That was the increase. Yep, I did that. Okay. I'll wait till the ads are done to continue the conversation. Three. Yeah, as done. 4, 5. Yeah, I was diagnosed with depression. Hi, Mike. Mick Ascending. Hey there. Yeah, the depression diagnosis came in my early 20s. The autism diagnosis came 6 months ago now. But yeah, it was not fun raw dog in college at 19. Good. Glad we're back. Mika, you too. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We just finished counting this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Looks like I have an extra one, unless I just miscounted. Okay, row of 15. So that's 68 done. Oh, wow. Swell. I like that the word whimsy seems to be coming back. That makes me happy. And it's such a good way to like describe it, because it's not necessarily fun, it's just humor and fun. I don't know. All right. Drink break. I think I'm going to give myself a hand break. Boop. Yeah. Give myself a handbrake. Okay. Oh, this coffee's going way too fast. I only had one size though, so I couldn't get like the mega huge. I haven't gotten a Dunkin' Donuts bucket yet. I don't even know if they're still selling them, but that's tempting sometimes. Okay, we are at round 69 of Dreamfyre. So I'll give the quick spiel to folks. This is going to be Dreamfyre, which is one of the dragons from George Martin's Song of Ice and Fire universe. The Song of Ice and Fire universe, that includes Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, which is currently on right now, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, obviously the books. There's a play going on right now that I heard is pretty good. And Dreamfyre is one of the dragons that's featured in House of the Dragon. And she's written by one of my favorite characters in the books and in the show, Helena, who's a dreamer, which kind of has prophetic dreams and prophetic visions. So I wanted to make a dragon for my classroom because one of my students requested it before the summer got out. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll make one this summer. And then the other day when I was binge watching House of the Dragon, I thought, oh, I should make Dreamfyre. I'm going to stuff her for a little bit. I should make Dreamfyre. So I found this really cute pattern. Like, I've seen a lot of dragon patterns where it's like almost like a teddy bear with a dragon head. Do you know what I mean? It's like sitting up and it's got arms and legs. I didn't want that. I wanted, ADHD sense of justice. Yeah. I didn't want a dragon that looked like a teddy bear. I wanted one that looked like the dragons that are on TV. And that's what I liked about this pattern, that it's like long and lanky. I'm interested to see how the colorway I've picked will go, because all of the tester pictures that she's got up on her pattern are like pink and blue and like sea foam and all of these kind of pastel-y colors, which I understand is the in thing, but I'm going with this kind of burlap blanket blue, and I've got the same in gray. So yeah. But this tail is getting enormous. It looks like, according to the pattern, I have row 71 starts the actual body part. It's all right. I get ya. Don't forget I'm a teacher. I read this stuff all the time. It looks like row 71 is where it starts expanding faster to make the actual torso. Torso? Do dragons have torsos? I don't know what you would call it. And all of them have really cutesy faces, and I want to make something a little less anime. So it'll be cool to kind of figure out how I want to change up this pattern to make it look more like what I'm looking for. Like I can already tell I'm going to make the wings longer because they've got these little stubby wings. And I definitely want wings that are a good chunk. Yeah. I'm having fun with it. I definitely am a big Song of Ice and Fire fan. Like I tend to follow the same 5 or 6 fandoms since I was younger. It's like like Lord of the Rings, that whole Tolkien universe thing. I'm really into the Dune series, Song of Ice and Fire. I've just started listening to the Witcher series. I really like that. I'm listening to it on audiobook. I kind of think what else I'm just looking around at the books I have hanging out, and it's like mostly Dune right now. But yeah, that's kind of my genre of hyperfixations. That's what my tattoo is from Dune. I don't know if you can see it. It's, let me see. Let me get a better picture of it. Right here. It's the Litany Against Fear. Do I consider audiobooks as reading? Yes, I do. For a couple of reasons. First, comprehension is completely different than literacy, as in like being able to read words. So with audiobooks, I can still develop skills like character, what's a setting, what's the plot, similes, metaphors, that kind of stuff. That comprehension piece is really good for what is part of what I consider reading. And then what I also do is I have students read along with audiobooks. So it's similar to like the thing of like a teacher reading in front of the classroom. But if you get a good audiobook with a good reader who can really get into the characters, you're getting them more into it, and reading along with audiobooks helps develop the fluency that the word reading happens. So that's my 2 cents. But yes, I do. Yeah. But then you kind of reading is literacy and fluency and comprehension. So being able to read the physical words as well as understand what you're reading. That's no worries. Yeah, my teacher brain going there for a second. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. All right, I did this way too tight, and now I'm regretting it. All right, move my camera back to where we were. But yeah, Dune tattoo. I don't know if you guys are read Dune or Dune fans. It's basically the Litany Against Fear, typed out in shapes. Okay, so let's get my hook back in, get this camera resituated. I can't decide if it's easier to crochet it with the tail in my lap, or if it's easier to have it sending across the other way, like across my desk. I can't decide it yet. I think I've been going back between both of them. I haven't seen the third one yet. I'm excited for that when it comes out on the streaming services. But I would love to see like God Emperor done as a movie. Like I think we have the technology that we could do it. Oh, and the Marvel universe. That's the other thing that I kind of hyperfixate on. But only the movies. I'm not a comics person. It just doesn't scratch my itch. But the movies I like. So I've been watching this TV series and the movies. I haven't seen the Spider-Man movie that came out. I'll probably catch that when it comes out on demand. But the wife and I have already decided that we're going to go to the movie theater to see the Dune movie when that comes out, which will be the first time I've been to the movies in ages. All right, let's do this one. 2. How many am I doing around? 15. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Yes. I'm getting so lucky with all this. Wheel of Stones. Oh, that's cool. Wheel of Stones. I know American Gods. I don't think I've heard of Wheel of Stones. Wheel of Time is good. I like that. Yeah. My brother was a huge Green Lantern fan, like comic Green Lantern fan. He's got all sorts of Green Lantern tattoos and things like that. I never got into the comics thing. But now I've got comics all over my classroom because they all want to read Dogman and Cat Kid and Captain Underpants and all that stuff. Oh no, Wheel of Time. Is that not a good, you don't like that one? Wheel of Stones or Wheel of Time? Were you saying Wheel of Time? I think a Wheel of Time tattoo might be cool. I don't know. I eventually want to work on a full sleeve. I just haven't decided. Like, I know I want to get, Smaug from The Hobbit, the way that Tolkien drew it in his books. Like, I want that here in red. I just don't know how to frame the big old tattoo, like what to do to frame it. Ooh, dishes are done. Okay, we are on round 71. Oh, something new. 3 increases. And then 12 around. You know, Wheel of Stones was a typo in my mind one day. I really liked Wheel of Time. I watched the series first. And I was really bummed when they canceled it. So I read the books of the series, and I think one of them after. I don't remember. I need to get back to those though. So I've got I want to finish the Witcher series. I want to finish the Wheel of Time series. Those are the 2 kind of book series that I want to get in on. I have the next Witcher book at my house. I probably should just bring it to school and use it for reading time. I was watching YouTube one day, and there was this video I watched, and a guy had a whiteboard with a dry erase marker, who basically told the story of the entire Wheel of Time franchise in a couple of videos, like doing the almost like strategic military maps of the Wheel of Time. It was really cool. I couldn't watch the series. I know love the books too much. Same with Ender's Game. Yeah, I can understand that. I think the series hooked me in. Like it scratched an itch for sure. Yeah. Okay, I want to concentrate on this row for a second. So I need to do 3 increases and then 12 singles. Okay, so increase 1, increase 2, increase 3, and now 12 around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I got it. 11, and 12. Woohoo! That sounds fun. Military map of Wheel of Time. Yeah, it was really cool. I'll find the guy's name. I'll find it and I'll whisper it to you, or I'll send it to you, because it's a good series. It was a fun series to watch, and it's through the book. Like, he's a huge Wheel of Time guy. All right, 71 is done. All right, what was I gonna do? 18 around. 1, 2. Oh, I'm coming out of shot. Jeez Louise. 3, 4. Where's the hole? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I definitely got extras on this one. 15. Wow, I got a lot of extras. Do 2 decreases, see if that helps at all. He's gonna be a lumpy dragon. Okay, let's do one more round of 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and I'm only one short, so I'll just do 17. Okay. 73. All right, I think this is a good place to pause. I did appreciate the casting of the word series. It took all of the kids except Rand the same ethnicity. Yes, they changed the ethnicity from the book, but that was secondary, not as important. Yes. Yes. Okay. Right. I have some housework that needs doing. I have to go be a mom and all this other stuff and clean my house. I'm hoping I'll be on later today to do a Stardew stream. Let me check my calendar for a second. Do a Stardew stream later. Cross your fingers. Thank you too, Mika. Thanks for hanging out. Mr. Harry, I will see you next time. Awesome talking to you. And I'll find that YouTube thing and I'll send you the link in a little whisper or something. But awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I will see you later, hopefully.